Hi, it's Robert Simoes from the Debate Network, and today's debate topic is Alberta separating from Canada and becoming its own country. Won't be happening anytime soon. The affirmative argument, it won't be happening. And Alberta can't leave for a number of reasons that are never really brought up to Albertans. It's not as easy as having a vote and just leaving. First reason, Alberta did not join Canada, but was formed from the purchase of lands by the British to create Canada, specifically Rupert's Land and the Northwest Territories. Alberta didn't even become a province until 1905, when the population had surpassed somewhere around 70,000 people. Well, Alberta and the Canadian government have worked out resource deals and recognition of resource rights, like for oil. They are not transfers of title to Alberta, just that Alberta has rights, as does the federal government, to the resources. Second reason, it's not just Alberta's decision. There is a lot to consider prior to that. For example, how does the rest of Canada feel about this? Do they support it? How would you deal with the debt, CPP? How would that be divided? What about the use of passports, currency, trade deals, negotiation, cross-border purchases? Think of it this way. Alberta needs pipeline to get their product across BC to Tidewater. Well, unless you have negotiations with BC, how are you going to do that? Lots to consider. Then, of course, there are First Nations, who signed treaties with the Crown back in the 1800s that set out their claims, their lands, and their rights. What happens to them in Alberta? Oh, too bad, so sad. Are we going back to that time of colonialism? Third reason, the referendum to have a vote about Alberta seeking its independence first needs to win in Alberta. Then you need the actual referendum vote wanting to separate. Then the courts. Oh, forgot about them? And we know how fast they move. Plus, the Supreme Court of Canada has said in the past, all the issues have to be solved prior to any separation occurring. Think of it like a divorce, only way bigger, and involves not only the parents, Canada and Alberta, but the 40 million children. Now, Alberta will whine, this is all BS, they are victims, just look at how much goes in transfer payments to Quebec. This seems to be one of their main points. And I'm going to counter that with 35 billion reasons why you can't use that argument. Because the federal government just spent $35 billion building a pipeline for Alberta to get its crude oil to Tidewater to ship it out of Vancouver. $35 billion. I would consider a sizable transfer payment for the benefit of the province of Alberta. And now there's talk of a second pipeline. And guess who I suspect the province of Alberta is going to want to pay for that one too? Now, Alberta likes to cry that it receives unfair treatment in the country. Many of them, for example, didn't like the way vaccine mandates came about. But that aside, the one issue they feel they are not being heard and not getting their fair share. So what does that exactly mean? Not your fair share. Are you talking about you need more money? Is that what it comes down to? It's okay, everything seems to come down to that. No, it seems to me more like a state of victimhood by Albertans. It's easier to blame Ottawa about their revenue issues than look at who conspires the most against the wealth of Alberta, which is U.S. refineries and the U.S. energy sector. Look at the discount on Canadian crude. How about the fact that 70% of the entire oil and gas industry in Canada is foreign owned, mostly out of the US. ExxonMobil, for example, owns over 70% of Imperial Oil. So who is really taking advantage of the people of Alberta? Disagree with me? Don't go into the comments. Come and debate me. Live debates in a private environment with people with opposite views. No bots, no AI. Engage, join, create on the debate network. Civil debate, real people. Hope you have a great day.